ఇప్పుడు మాతాజీ గారిని ప్రసంగించాల్సిందిగా విజ్ఞప్తిస్తున్నాను.
వినపడుతుందా అండి? అందరికీ వినపడుతుందా? ఎందుకంటే నేను కొంచెం సాఫ్ట్గా మాట్లాడతాను. వినపడుతుంది కదా, వెనక కూడా వినపడుతుంది కదా. దయవచ్చి అన్ని తీసేయండి ప్లీజ్. ఐ వాంట్ సైలెన్స్. ఐ రియలీ రిక్వెస్ట్ సైలెన్స్ ప్లీజ్. ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తున్నది సౌండ్? I want silence. I will not speak unless there is silence. I want all the phones to be shut down. Everybody, please keep them in your silent mode. Please respect it. You know, Mataji came here at 9:30, sharply on time. I am very punctual all my life. And you know, now for a few minutes, I want you to maintain silence. I want all the phones to be switched off and I want you to listen. Give all your listening to Mataji. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. I offer my salutations to my Gurudev, Sri Brahmanandamayee ji and Maharishi Mahesh Yogi ji and all the paramparas of Adi Shankaracharya tradition and all the gurus that have come here on this land from every other tradition. Now I offer my pranams to all the leaders here who are present here, all the Mahatmas who have organized this. I offer my pranams. I offer my pranams to all of you who are the Atma Bandhu. We are the Atma Bandhu. I am happy that all of you are here and the hall is full. I will just take some little alambana here. Now, this morning, I really don't know if anybody saw the video, nobody even introduced me. So I have to take a few minutes to introduce myself. My name is Mata Brahmanandamayee. In the former life before the sannyas, everybody please sit down. I don't want anybody to be standing. Please take a seat. Everyone please take a seat. Have some respect. Have some respect. Please take a seat. You know, don't be standing. You know, you are not trees or logs. Please be sitting down. Okay? And then keep quiet. So my name is Mata Brahmanandamayee. In the Purvashram before the sannyas, which I have taken in 2016, January, I am known as Dr. Puludareddy. I have been a very successful allopathic physician, a teacher, and then I studied extensively Maharishi Ayurveda under the guidance of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi when I was in US. In 1974, after finishing our internship in Usmania Medical College, I was then married. I went with Dr. Janathan Reddy to US in 1974. Lived there for 35 years, practiced medicine for 35 years, wrote several books, spoke extensively. I had always been very spiritual. And in 1992, I had the Nirvikalpa Samadhi while I was in US. On the banks of the Hudson River in the Adirondack Mountains, like the Himalayas. After that, I continued with my sadhana, and in the year 2007, I made a very concrete decision to return to India to be fully enlightened. And I spent 5 years in Tirumala Hills with very deep sadhana. I used to be for 8 to 10 hours in some of these states. And then for 5 years, from 2014 or 12 onwards, in Himalayas. 1 year in Kausani and 4 years in Rishikesh. And this is where the Brahmi Chetana completed. And in the year 2016, January, on the Makara Sankranti, in Rishikesh, on the banks of river Ganga, I took the Purna Sannyas and took the name of our Gurudev, Brahmananda Saraswati, as Mata Brahmanandamayee. I had no intention of coming back and leaving the Himalayas. I had absolutely no intention. In the year 2014, when Modi ji came into power, until then, from 2007 onwards, January when I came to India, I never read the newspaper, I never saw TV, I was only in deep tapas. But then I heard that Modi ji is here, good times will come to India, there can be a lot of transformation that can come to India. Then, just after his election, I wrote a letter to Modi ji. I can't remember the exact time, but maybe it must have been sometime like October or so. I think so, I can't remember. But it was a 16-page letter I wrote to Modi ji, and I said, Modi ji, now that you are here, please make this Vedic India. Please make this Vedic Bharat. We are not just India, but we are Vedic Bharat. And I gave him my thoughts, my suggestions, and what Maharshi ji has done for the revival of all the Vedic sciences, Vedic technologies, and everything that is Vedic, the reformation that he has brought in, and I said, how they could be implemented. Then I sent that letter, and of course, it must have been read. Of India were there, many scientists from the world came, and I was invited. And I stayed there, and Janardhan ji also came. And I was very happy that that letter that I wrote in 2014, October or so, actually came forth as a very big conference for Vedic India, and then the seeds have begun to be sown. So after 2016, after taking the Purna Sannyas, then I had no inclination really to come back and be in this, very busy samsara, in this world which is so tamasic and rajasic. I wanted to just stay in Himalayas and leave the body. But then, Jagannatha, there is this communication. It may be difficult for some of you to understand it, but there is this communication between a Bhakta and a Bhagavati. It continuously goes on. Then Jagannatha gave the prerana and said, no, it is not time for you to leave the body. You should do samsara, not even exist on the face of the earth. This is the feeling that, this is going on around, both internally in the country and also externally, globally. Many countries don't want to see a Hindu country rise. It's not about India. They don't want a Hindu country to rise, Sanatana Dharma to rise, the Vedic knowledge to rise. There are so many, all the countries around. And especially the powerful countries. There is a lot of lobbying, a lot of money, and a lot of things are being poured in. So there is a competition between themselves. One wants to make it Islamic, one wants to make it, Christian, and one wants to make it communist, and one wants to make it something else, whatever it is. But they want to wipe out what is existing here. But can it be wiped out? Can it be erased? No. Because what constitutes is the people. What is the constitution is the people. If the people are okay, If the people are balanced, if the people have the awareness, if the people have the consciousness, how can anybody take this away? And this is what Mataji is trying to say is that we need a new generation of children. Generation of farmers, a new generation of leaders, a new generation of pandits and priests. That is where the revival should come. Because the ones who are here now, they are confused, disillusioned, they are in apathy, and they are in deep slumber. They are not even in waking state. Most of you are not even in waking state. You are only either dreaming or sleeping. And you are only half awake or minimally awake. So, under these circumstances, it is very important that we see how to bring a new generation. So, first of all, we have to understand first, this is eternal. This is immortal. This is not going to die. It is going to be there forever, just like the Atma. So this Vedic knowledge, which is the pure knowledge, which is being presented as the Vedic arts, Vedic sciences, Vedic philosophy, Vedic technologies, and the 40 branches of the Veda. There are 40 aspects of this Veda. For everyone to grasp it. So let us first get this into the understanding that we have something here which is Sanatana, which is Puratana, and which is Apaursheya. That means, it is not invented by human beings. It came to us in those, the natural laws. It was presented. And then the seers, the rishis cognized the Vedas. First, of course, we say in the Puranas, we say Sadashiva gave it to Parvati, Parvati gave it to Vishnu, Vishnu gave it to, the others, Brahma and so on. And then the rishis cognized it in their deep meditations. So the Veda is not in the books. Veda is not in the books. Veda is within you. Just like the Atma is within you, Veda is within you. The whole of the Vedic literature is within you. So something which is within you, which is a part of you, and which you can cognize, and which you can realize, and which can be revealed to you, how can there be a Nash? There cannot be a Nashanam to it. It cannot be destroyed. Only you have to rise. You have to rise. You have to go up to Ganga, to get the Ganga water, to drink the Ganga water, to do puja for Ganga. You have to rise. The Veda is there within you. The Veda is there within you. And the best expression of experiencing the Veda is doing your deep meditations. Now the next fundamental thing I want to bring to all of your awareness is that everything in the Veda is so vast and so diverse because it has recognized the creation is so vast and so diverse and so complex. So the whole goal of the Veda has been to be experiential. Experiential. That means, whether you do yoga, whether you do pranayama, whether you read a literature, whether you do meditation, whether you do puja, whether you do yajna, whether you do a scientific something revelation, anything is only on the experiential level. It is not just on the intellectual level. Intellectual level is only one step to go to the Mount Everest. Intellectual level is only one or few steps to reach the Mount Everest. So to reach this knowledge, one has to experience it. Now when Veda is so vast and so diverse, then how can a common man and how can every man experience this in the daily life? And this is where our rishis came in. The rishis, the seers, they said, we will organize this as the Sanatana Dharma. We will organize this in the daily life of every human being. What is your daily routine? How do you wake up? What do you do after that? What do you do after that? What do you eat? What is your behavior? What is your speech? What is it that you should do for your livelihood, for your career? What is it that you should do for your evolution and purogamanam? What is it that should be done for your bliss and happiness? What is it that you can do to treat your, illness or anything that is happening? What is it that can be done to drive away the delusion and then the apathy and all that? So they created this whole Sanatana Dharma, which is, from moment to moment, day to day, week to week, season to season, year to year, it became a celebration. Because, again, we go to the next point. What is this, we call it what is this Veda about? The Veda says you are the Atma. That is the fundamental. You are the pure consciousness. Consciousness is primary, matter is secondary. So even Adishakti, who remained as the Shakti, as the Para, became the Apara to continue with the creation under the guidance of Paramatma. Paramatma, the transcendental, eternal consciousness. So the consciousness is primary and then the matter is secondary. So in order to understand this, then everybody in this Vedic tradition should have some kind of an experience of understanding that they are not just the body and the mind and the intellect, the behavior, the environment of what they think they are. They are much more than that. They are much more subtle than that. One has to have the understanding. And for this they gave us the techniques of these, dhyana, samadhi, and then understanding the deeper aspects. So everything in the Veda is experiential, and everything, the form of who you are, the Atma, is bliss alone, Ananda. Why do you think sannyasis take the name Ananda, Brahmananda, Sivananda, Jnanananda, Purnananda, whatever it is? Because when the sannyas renounces and says, declares, I am the Shiva alone, I am the absolute consciousness. When the declaration is made, then what are you then? You are the Ananda alone. You are the Ananda alone. So this is what is we are, the Ananda. So what did the rishis do in the Sanatana Dharma? They brought about all the festivals, everything, every single day is an auspicious day in this Vedic culture. We celebrate life, we celebrate existence, we celebrate birth, we also celebrate death because there is a new beginning. So our life is meant to be lived in bliss. Our life is meant to be in celebration, in joy, in dance, in song, in expansion, in evolution, and in being finally in freedom. This is what the Sanatana Dharma is. Every one of you should understand. You tell your child, please tell your child and grandchild, you are meant to be blissful. You are meant to be in Ananda. You are not meant to be depressed. You are not meant to be bored. You are not meant to be, like that, Give them hope and courage that you are meant to be like Krishna, like little Rama, like little Radha, like little Lakshmi. Please give them this first. Give them this encouragement. Remind everyone, remind yourself, I am the bliss alone. I am Ananda. I am meant to live in this life with Ananda and celebrate every moment of my life. Then the transformation begins. Now we go to the next point. what is the constitution? What is this dharma really? This dharma, when the creation began, when Paramatma or Paramashiva said to Adi Shakti that now the creation should begin. So before the creation begins, the knowledge was first given to Bhagavan Vishnu. And then when this knowledge begins, then Paramashiva said, two things have to happen here. One is Kala. The Kala Bhairava is there now. Kala. That means, something which has no beginning and end, which has no boundaries and unbounded. Something has to be said, there is a beginning and an end. Then there came something that is changing. Prakriti is relativity. The Prakriti is something which changes. Because something which is begun has to have vriddhi. It grows, it expands, it transforms, and then it goes to the next stage. There will be stages. So these 8 stages of development, the Parashakti became the 8 stages of the development, which are the same in the human being, or in the tree, or in the plant, or in the animal. Whatever you can see, the 8 stages you can see. But human being, evolution is from consciousness to consciousness. Human being evolution is from Shiva to Shiva. On Shivaratri day we declare, we are going back to Shiva, make us fully awake. Whereas for a tree, the evolution is from seed to seed, because it's in the perimeter of the Prakriti. So from the seed the Ankura comes, then more branching comes, more branching comes, more branching comes. These are stages. Then the flowers come, then the fruit comes, then finally the seed comes. It is the same 8 stages in the human development. It is the same 8 stages in the development of the bird or the animal. So you have this Rigveda, 10 mandalas are Purusha, number first mandala, 8 mandalas are Prakriti, the 10th mandala is Purusha again. So, okay. So they are asking me to conclude the speech. So now I will not have I wanted to just say, what you need to understand is, Rigveda is our constitution. Rigveda is our constitution of the universe. And the cosmic laws are the Prakriti dharmas. The innumerable cosmic laws are the Prakriti dharma. The cosmic administration is by the Devatas. So no other religion can define this, what way, the cosmic constitution, the cosmic laws and all that. So in order to listen to this in little more detail, you have to invite me back, or I will just speak about it later. Now I will tell you what we are trying to do. Just give me about 5-10 minutes, bear with me, because the only reason I came here is to let people understand what we are trying to do. So Mataji understood very clearly that unless until the consciousness is changed, the mindset is changed, people are not willing to listen, people are not willing to change, and nothing will change on the surface. So with this intention, initially we started trying to bring Bhagavad Gita and transcendental meditation in the schools in Odisha. But what happened is, we were told many times it is secular and we cannot allow Bhagavad Gita to come in. So we started with TM, and then we started in 35 villages and 35 schools, and then the COVID came, and then we understood that really we cannot keep up with the government schools or the existing schools, because they will start after 1 week, lot of effort is put in, lot of monies are mobilized and all that, and then it becomes a wasted effort. So we started, first as Gita schools, and then now we call them Vedic life schools. And our program is to bring a foundation of Sanatana Dharma. In this foundation of Sanatana Dharma, which is about 1.5 hours, We add a layer of 1.5 hour of tuition so that we make sure that these children who are not going to school are all coming here, bringing their homework, being tutored, and make sure that they go back to school. So why do we need the Sanatana Dharma Foundation and what is it about? First of all, we are reminding them, in this Sanatana Dharma, our gurus are important. Our parampara of gurus are important. So for 10 minutes, they just recite. Oh, all right, yeah, okay. So I'll just finish this one sentence, two sentences and tell you. So we can start with the Guru Parampara, and then Bhagavad Gita and Transcendental Meditation. These are the core of the Sanatana, and then we are adding now Sanskrit and then the Vedic mathematics. This is the core program. And then the next 1.5 hours, the children, all sit and do their homeworks and go back to school. So this Sanatana Dharma Foundation is there for the farmer, for the women, and for everything that we do. Everyone has to have this foundation of the Sanatana Dharma. I will take leave now and then give a chance to the other speakers. I don't have a watch. Okay. Jai Gurudev, Loka Samasta, Sukhino Bhavantu.
भारत माता की श्री रामचंद्र मूर्ति की भारत माता की माताजी गाరికి ధన్యవాదాలు।